All right, you've definitely seen the headlines buzzing. Two hugely recognizable figures. One, a legendary quarterback who, well, redefined his sport. The other, a queen of primetime comedy and a global icon.
Hmm.
We are, of course, talking about the alleged summer romance between retired NFL star Tom Brady and Modern Family actress Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, it's a fascinating convergence, isn't it? Two
Yeah.
very public figures, both at really interesting points in their personal lives, and, well, the media has been absolutely captivated.
Solely.
So for this deep dive, we've pulled insights from, multiple sources. We're looking at Page 6, known for its bold celebrity scoops.
Right, the gossip pages?
Exactly. And the Daily Mail, which often aggregates but also adds its own sort of unique spin. And the New York Post, too. Each one offers different angles, different details, and sometimes, yeah, even conflicting ones.
And that's kind of what we want to dig into, right?
Precisely. That's what we want to unpack for you.
Yeah, and that context is, I think, crucial for our deep dive. Our mission today is really to go beyond those initial splashy headlines. We want to understand the specific reported details, look at those conflicting accounts, and give you a truly comprehensive look at what's actually been reported about this rumored connection. But maybe more than that, explore what these stories kind of tell us about how celebrity relationships are often portrayed and maybe even managed, in the media. So let's unpack this. Where did it all start?
Okay, so the reports really ignited about a week ago, according to our sources. This was on the Luminara superyacht over in Spain.
Okay, the yacht. Always a yacht involved somewhere.
Well, yeah, and this wasn't just any yacht. It's part of the ultra-exclusive Ritz-Carlton yacht collection.
Yeah.
You need to imagine, like, a floating 5-star resort.
Wow.
A massive vessel designed to host hundreds of VIPs. It had multiple acclaimed restaurants, menus by James Beard award-winning chefs, Fabio Trabocchi and Michael Mina.
Seriously. On a yacht.
Oh, yeah. Lavish amenities, wine vaults, multiple pools, spa, even a collection of fine art. Over 700 pieces, including Warhol and Hockney, apparently.
That's incredible. So it really sets the stage for, well, high-profile encounters. So I hear the tickets aren't exactly cheap either.
No kidding. Starting around, what, $11,900 for 7 nights? And the big suites go up to like $78,000.
Oof. Okay, so it sounds like a world unto itself. This was a 2-night luxury voyage, setting sail from Rome, Italy, packed with high-end entertainment.
Yeah, drone shows, performances from major artists like Ellie Goulding, Sting, Janelle Monáe. It was a proper event.
And the guest list must have been insane.
Oh, absolutely. Just
That
as
is-
star-studded as you'd expect. We're talking Martha Stewart, Naomi Campbell, Kendall Jenner, Kate Hudson, Coleman Domingo, Patrick Schwarzenegger, Tessa Thompson,
Wow.
Anita, J Balvin, Ricky Martin, all reportedly aboard. A real A-list crowd.
Okay, but the guest list had a little twist, didn't it? Something
Yeah.
that really fueled the rumors.
Right. Brady's past supermodel link, Irina Shayk, was also among the attendees, which adds another layer,
Definitely. So what was this specific moment, the one thing that all the sources seem to focus on?
Yeah, what's fascinating here is that precise moment. Sources indicate that Brady and Vergara were described as googly-eyed at a gala dinner.
Googly-eyed?
Yeah, but the critical detail, the one that really got everyone talking, is that Brady, who's 47, specifically asked to switch seats to sit next to her at dinner.
Ah, okay. He made a move, reportedly.
Reportedly. And they were then photographed sitting together, and that's what really, kicked off all the speculation.
That is the kind of specific detail that truly ignites a celebrity rumor, isn't it?
Exactly.
But like a lot of these stories, the connection didn't necessarily stop when the yacht docked, did it?
Apparently not. Reports suggest that Brady and Vergara, who turns 53 this Thursday, actually continued to hang out in Ibiza after the yacht trip, keeping that vacation vibe going.
Okay, so Ibiza. And this is where things get a bit murky, maybe.
This is where the narrative around their connection gets really interesting and, yeah, frankly, a bit conflicting. Because while Page 6 and some Daily Mail sources describe the situation as a summer romance,
Right.
a TMZ source, which Daily Mail also cited, offered a strikingly different perspective.
Oh.
This source claimed they are not dating, flat out. Said it's more of a summer fling,
Yeah.
and that the whole idea of it being a romance is, quote, ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Okay, that's strong wording.
Yeah, stating they're just having fun, but are not a couple.
That's quite a divergence. So, given these conflicting reports, what do you think is driving this? Is it just like sources with different access or maybe a deliberate strategy from someone?
It could be a few things, right? It's sort of a classic celebrity media dynamic. Different narratives get tested or spun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just reflects genuinely different interpretations of a casual encounter by various onlookers. You
Sure.
know,
Someone sees flirting, someone else just sees chatting.
exactly. Other times it might signal different PR angles at play. Maybe one side is kind of testing the waters for public reaction, or perhaps another is trying to downplay things to avoid future scrutiny.
Keep it casual.
Right. It also highlights how quickly a spark can be amplified or minimized depending on who's talking to the press. And it's definitely worth noting neither of their reps commented on any of these reports.
Leaving the speculation wide open.
Pretty much.
And speaking of public perception and managing it, if you've been following Sofia Vergara's Instagram, you'll see she's been very publicly documenting her summer. Lots of fun, it seems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's posted what sources called sexy shots in Walmart bikinis, which is a detail in itself.
Oh, right.
And videos dancing to Calvin Harris, apparently even showing off her physique in a multicolored swimsuit. But, importantly, none of her posts have featured any romantic outings. Certainly not with Brady.
Interesting. That's a key piece of the puzzle, isn't it? Social media often becomes the unofficial record, or sometimes the very official record for public figures.
Absolutely. So, to really get the context of this rumored connection, we should probably look at where both Tom and Sophia are right now, especially after their, very public divorces.
Good point.
Brady's been single since his 2022 divorce from Giselle Bundchen, right? After 13 years.
Yeah, a long time. And he has 3 kids, Benjamin, who's 15, and Vivian, 12, with Giselle, and then Jack, who's 17, with actress Bridget Moynihan.
Right.
And since that divorce, Brady has definitely been linked to several other high-profile women.
Seems like it.
There were those reports about him dancing with Sydney Sweeney at Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice.
Right, I remember that. And chatting her up at the bar was the claim.
That was the claim, but then a source clarified, saying he danced with everyone at the wedding, not just Sweeney, sort of suggesting a broader social atmosphere.
Okay, downplaying that one specific link, perhaps.
Hmm.
So Brady seems to be very much enjoying his post-divorce social life, keeping himself in the public eye.
Seems that way. And as we mentioned, Irina Shayk, another woman previously linked to him, was also on that Luminara yacht.
Adds a layer, like you said.
He was also briefly connected to model Brooks Nader last year, and guess what? She also danced with him at the Bezos wedding.
Okay, so he's definitely circulating.
Seems like it. And beyond potential romantic links, Brady's just been very visible socially this summer, hanging out with Orlando Bloom and Leonardo DiCaprio in Venice.
The yacht posse.
Right. Celebrating producer Mohammed Al-Turki's birthday on another yacht with Dakota Johnson and Kate Hudson. There was that video of him jumping off a yacht with his daughter Vivian.
Oh, yeah, that went viral.
And he was also spotted showering on a luxury yacht in Ibiza, another viral moment.
Okay, lots of yachts, lots of socializing. What about Sofia Vergara?
So on Sofia's side, she became single following her divorce from Joe Manganiello in 2024 after a 7-year marriage.
Right, and she has a son, Manolo, who's 33, with her ex, Joe Gonzalez.
Correct.
And Sophia, she's been pretty candid about what she's looking for now, hasn't she?
Oh, very. She famously said she wants someone who has as much money as me or more.
Wow, okay. Straight up.
Yeah, saying, because if not, it's a nightmare. They end up resenting you.
That's incredibly blunt. And practical, maybe.
Very practical. She also emphasized wanting fun in her life and, someone tall, handsome, healthy, and who loves her. The classic checklist.
But with a financial prerequisite.
A significant one, yeah. She did admit to panicking a bit right after her divorce, but now says she's not really in a hurry.
Taking her time.
And she also said she can't be too picky about dating another celebrity, which is interesting. And she was linked to orthopedic surgeon Justin Salomon for a while there.
Right, I remember that connection.
So yeah, what we have here are 2 single, very high-profile individuals, both navigating life after divorce with pretty distinct preferences and very public presences.
Yeah, and their social lives are clearly under a massive microscope. Every interaction, every yacht trip can become headline news.
Absolutely.
It's quite a landscape, isn't it? So just to recap quickly, we've got the initial spark, that very cozy moment reported on the ultra-luxurious Luminara yacht.
The seat switching.
Right. Followed by reports they kept hanging out in Ibiza. Then we heard the conflicting reports. Is it summer romance or just a summer fling? Or maybe, quote, ridiculous,
Yeah, the whole spectrum.
and it all plays out against the backdrop of their very public, very recent single lives. Both have high-profile past relationships, new connections popping up, all under that intense glare of celebrity media.
It really sets the stage. And this deep dive, I think, highlights a really important question for you to consider. In this age of constant celebrity coverage, how do you navigate that line between what might be a genuine connection and what could be carefully curated public appearances?
Mm.
And what does this look into the sources, the conflicting stories, tell us about the fluid, often, well, speculative nature of celebrity relationships reported in the media, where narratives can shift as quickly as a yacht sets sail? Something to chew on.